Okay. So this is Iron Harvest. It's... oh boy. World War I mechs. Basically. It's an RTS game. I think I'm going to set army size to high and just roll with this. And I know for a fact that the Saxons are my favorites. So I'm going to go with them. And Brunhilde. Because Brunhilde is ridiculous. So this is how you actually pick your reserve, which is the units that come with your new boys when you do reserves. Alright, let's get an airlift, and we'll go for another engineer. Ooh, Rustviets. So the fun thing about the Saxons is that they get to build some really in-depth fortifications, which is kind of my goal here. I want to make some really, really chunky,
Establishing field command. Stand by.
some really chunky fortifications and basically hold out forever.
Command established.
We are always ready. Let's gather those materials.
Attention.
All right. So at least for the early bits, we're gonna kind of idle for a minute while my dudes sort themselves. I realize this is not RimWorld.
Kaiser's finest.
I kind of wanted to go for something else today.
This mine is secure.
We are here to serve.
Okay. We have successfully gotten these iron mines put together.
Stormtroopers ready. Orders received.
The backbone of Saxony.
The backbone of Saxony. Indeed it is. So you can actually see my iron income and my oil income up here in the top left, as well as my army size.
Standing by for
These guys can go collect some metal down there.
our success.
Pump secure and operational.
Hey, new pump.
We're ready.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Next goal, take that.
Awaiting orders.
Okay. So you can have infantry units duck into these buildings and whatnot, and act sort of as a
Stormtroopers ready.
cover. It'll just prolong the amount of time it takes for them to start dying of being shot at, but it's enough cover to protect them against like other infantrymen and whatnot while you wait for reinforcements to arrive.
Engineers
My
ready.
engineers seem to be done, so
Moving to
I'm actually going to drag them back and make the first of my barracks.
No one does it better.
Form up.
Into that barracks.
The Kaiser's finest.
These guys.
More space is required.
Okay.
We will build it.
So that's going to let me build
For the fatherland.
more infantrymen.
Empire required. Stormtroopers ready. Looks useful.
I think I'm going to set up a machine gunner nest
Significant enemy force
somewhere
detected.
around here. There's some dudes there.
Stormtrooper squad ready.
So we'll actually have my stormtroopers come across the river again to grab cover over here.
Down.
Because these guys with their shotguns are pretty effective against my infantrymen. But of course their effectiveness falls off with range.
What's next? We're under attack. Empire required. Moving to use
We
cover.
are always ready.
I can actually give them the retreat command, which will cause them to take less damage over their retreat time.
What's next? Keep those heads down.
Ideally, I want at least one of these stormtroopers to survive so that he can retreat.
Engaging the enemy. Finding cover.
Oh, get on.
Construction complete.
Actually, yeah, chase them down.
Stormtroopers ready.
We are here to serve. Right away.
Because we can build a pillbox. Yeah.
Let's get cover.
Fresh troops always help more against weary ones.
Just waiting to fight.
Yep. And then once they get back to base, they can be reinforced.
Doesn't anyone have a menace anymore?
Alright. I can see that they're taking an iron node. I'm going to build a pillbox here.
Perimeter station ready.
Not because I strictly need one, but because it would help to have a pillbox near my base for defensive purposes.
Station ready.
Okay. And with that,
Stormtrooper squad ready.
I want these guys retreated so I can have them reinforced
Leader joining the fight.
all the same.
Multiple enemies identified.
Yeah. Okay.
What does the Empire require?
I want all three of these guys to turn up here.
Moving. We're ready.
The Kaiser's finest.
These guys can make a pillbox in front of this bridge.
No one built stronger than us.
Bunker here.
And now that I've actually built this pillbox, I'm going to destroy it.
Stormtrooper squad ready. Open fire.
Yeah, get their engineers. The fact that they're taking this oil pump is,
What's the target?
it's important to know. Because it means that I might have to deal with them a little sooner than I thought.
The enemy is targeting our fortifications.
I'm aware. I'm going to stick a stormtrooper squad in this pillbox. Come on, chase him down, kill him. Don't let him retreat. Yep, there we go. Okay. So he's down.
Fortification ready.
We can actually take their oil pump from them. That would be justice. I actually can't make anti-armor or any heavy machine gunners,
Attention.
so I'm not even going to make an effort to get that far.
What does the Empire require?
I sent the second squad over just to kind of watch over them as they do their stuff. I am going to upgrade this
This
bunker.
is not becoming conduct. Imperial engineers are crucial to the war effort. It's true.
Okay. We'll actually build
Don't make it easy.
a line of sandbags
Bomb secure and operational.
to kind of funnel guys in to the pillbox.
Traveling that way.
Enemy units over here.
We'll build this.
Enemy units spotted? Cool.
We're ready.
So you boys come over here.
Taking enemy fire.
Go on the other side of that cover.
Veteran. Building upgrade complete.
They're gonna get better at combat as they fight more.
Engaging the enemy. We're under attack.
Which is just kind of a no shit moment, but them becoming better and better fighters, I think they get more health and they don't have as many issues with
Enemies identified.
handling enemies. We do appear to have some grenadiers over there,
Engineers ready for work.
so despite my longing to continue upgrading and fortifying that zone,
Engineers.
I'm gonna pump out some extra boys.
Deploying. The enemy is capturing our mine. Cancelled. Requesting
Yeah, they're taking this mine from me. Fortunately, while they're busy doing that,
whatever the Empire needs, Commandant.
Awaiting orders. Stormtrooper squad ready.
We are here to
We lost
serve.
control of an iron mine.
Orders received.
Okay. This is a mortar. I could man it with some infantrymen
We are all
and use it to great effectiveness
Enemy located.
if I was willing to do that.
Stormtroopers ready.
Saxonian engineers reporting in order. Counter-briefing is ordered.
We're here to fight. What does the Empire require? We'll hold
Okay.
them in here.
I'm gonna have that new squad go jump in the pillbox.
Sons of the Empire stand ready for battle.
What's the
Okay. I want to make sure that these grenadiers die off.
Multiple enemies identified.
Yep, okay.
Reserve forces have arrived. Stormtroopers awaiting orders.
We have enemy forces that are gonna die because they're trying to attack the pillbox cannon. Or the heavy impact cannon. So the fun thing is, you can see there's a cone here in front. That's where the cannon shoots, and then this wider arc is where the actual men inside shoot.
Engineers ready for
Alright.
work.
Yeah, those are anti-armor.
We're ready.
You two, go after them. Because anti-armor guys kind of suck against open infantry. I am going to want to make sure that these guys...
Kick their asses! Hurry! Open fire! What's this?
Alright, I'm going to have Squad 2 pull back,
Hell out of here! What's the target?
and Squad 1 continue to push the ever-living shit out of them.
Open fire! Get over
Chase them down.
Multiple enemies identified.
Okay, it's at least one squad going to that mine.
The enemy is capturing our pump.
Alright, where are my... There are my engineers.
Heading to new coordinates.
I'm going to have my engineers
Defenses
make a
will be
pillbox.
Saxony.
I'm not too worried about losing this this oil pump.
We lost control of a pump.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take it back later
We are here to serve. Moving
after I'm done
the Kaiser's finest.
ensuring my defenses. So next up is going to be defending around this iron mine, which isn't going to be particularly difficult. It's going to be like 1 or 2 pillboxes on this side of the thing, one facing this way and one facing about this way.
We are always ready.
Okay,
We're ready.
you go ahead and get reinforced.
Station ready.
We need to regroup. Stormtroopers ready.
You retreat.
Awaiting orders. Manning
We
the
are here
bunker.
to serve.
Okay. And again, same idea. I want to keep infantrymen from getting where the pillbox can't shoot them. So we'll create a kill box.
Enemy unit identified.
I could use razor wire for that. That would actually stop them in their entirety.
The enemy is capturing our mine.
Our feet could
But I'm not particularly interested or invested in that.
The Kaiser's finest.
Okay, and we'll send both these squads of engineers that way.
We are always ready.
We lost control of an iron mine.
Okay,
Stormtroopers ready. We're
let's let's make sure you guys are patched up. These are going to be my main 2 combatants, the stormtrooper squads.
What does the Empire
This squad of stormtroopers is going to move faster, I think, than the A-left, or the airlift. This engineer squad should take the mine. This engineer squad should assist them in their attack. I'm gonna go ahead and have these some machine gunners retreat. Fuck, that's not what I meant. Engineers kind of suck at combat, but by and large they're capable.
It'll be their honor. What now?
I wish I hadn't told these guys to go and retreat. They're not. That's not what I wanted them to do. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and have the engineers pop in the pillbox because they are less than effective against these likewise engineers.
More work to do. We will build a sturdy
Troopers ready. We'll hold them from in
Okay.
here.
I think next thing I'm going to do is put razor wire across the bridge, just to make sure that they don't...
Adversary is in sight.
Ah, shit. That's a mech.
Standing by for orders.
Okay.
We are always
Problem with mechs, and specifically that flamethrower mech, is that it hurts like a motherfucker to try and fight it. So the best thing I can do
Building upgrade complete.
is create a situation where I should have an advantage.
Use that cover.
I will, however, use these retreating engineers
orders.
to build my very own workshop where I can produce my own mechs.
No one does it better. The Kaiser's finest. Another set of hints. Insufficient building area.
Okay.
We will build it.
I want to build 2 workshops because 2 workshops is often better than 1.
Awaiting orders.
Plus, it always increases my
Here to serve.
my population capacity to have more than 1. And I'm gonna build some razor wire on this fucking bridge because I don't want them bringing any more engineers across it and fucking up my sandbags.
Multiple enemies identified. Time for a new weapon.
All right, this airlift can probably kill those engineers.
The enemy is capturing our mine. Construction
What does the
complete.
Empire require? Mark your targets.
Okay,
Engineers ready for work.
these engineers have successfully accomplished what I asked of them,
The top.
or at least most of it.
We lost control of an iron mine.
Technically,
Ready.
the only thing that could now cause issue
Building upgrade complete. The enemy is targeting our
Okay. But as said, they can't do anything because they can't get behind the sandbags, ideally. I'm going to put in some extra razor wire, though. Because razor wire stops infantry. Though I may have put my sandbags a touch too close to the bunker for that. Razor wire completely stops infantry from crossing it. The only thing that can cut it down is a mech walking through, or a band of engineers who sit there and cut it all down. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight this thing. That's definitely a little too chunky for me.
fix anything. Easy can work online.
I will, however, get a couple of those guys online. I don't have a squad of engineers out here, so I need to bring some engineers up
We're ready.
to be capable of it. The airlift can transport infantrymen around. Okay, you guys are available. Okay.
Engineers ready for work. We are here to serve. Moving to another location. Don't make it easy for them.
But as you can see, there's more than a few ways to cross that river. These Isegrims are capable tanks that deal pretty decent damage, all things considered.
Taking a protected vantage point.
Alright. You two, I want you over here.
We are always
Engineer squad. Set up a pillbox that faces up the road.
no one built stronger than us.
Next
Engineers ready
engineers.
for work.
Likewise, pillbox that faces this way.
Defenses worthy of Saxony.
Stormtroopers ready.
Oh, you guys are stuck there. Okay.
Here we go.
Pump running smoothly. Working at full capacity. Dig in.
I'm going to go ahead and upgrade some of my mines and pumps because I need more resources incoming. And I'm not willing to upgrade this one yet because doing so could prove that it falls into their hands, and I'm not willing to do that. They've already got a big oil pump and a big iron mine.
Fortification ready.
Stormtroopers ready. Manning the bunker, awaiting orders. Doesn't anyone have menace anymore? We'll hold them
We
from
are
here.
here to serve. Moving to a command position.
Okay, I am going to upgrade these pillboxes.
Building upgrade
I
complete.
think the next best place to put a pillbox.
Building upgrade complete.
Okay.
More space is
Building
required.
upgrade complete.
Yeah, we'll stick it right here,
We do fortifications best. We are
and then we'll
always
do
ready.
another one over here.
No one builds stronger
Because I
than us.
kind of want to protect just about everywhere all at once. And yes, I'm aware that that's going to spread me really thin, but I'm okay with it.
Building upgrade complete. Building upgrade complete. The enemy is targeting our fortifications.
You fuckers get out of the way.
Fortification ready.
Doesn't do me any good if you die.
Perimeter station.
I can always build a new pillbox somewhere else if I need it.
Bunker here. Perimeter station ready. Always vigilant. New orders.
Yep, there it is. The Goulet Garage. Okay. I should upgrade one of my workshops, but in order to do that I need more iron than I have. Come on, Teddy. Of course, 2 Isagrims may be able to take it. Or at least make it retreat.
Building upgrade complete. Building upgrade complete.
Standing by for orders. Right away.
With any luck, this is... No, it's dead. Okay.
Perimeter station ready.
Okay. I think I'm going to upgrade one of my workshops over buying a new Isagrim. I will, however, sick this engineer squad on repairing this Isagrim.
Enemy is engaging us.
Building upgrade complete.
Oh shit. I need to move these engineers out of the way.
Not our usual accommodations.
Still though, a little more than half of its health whittled away.
Improving our workshop's capabilities.
Best I can do to negate that guy is probably get some anti-armor gunners, but in order to do that I need to upgrade my barracks.
Right there.
Yeah,
Standing by for orders.
you fuckers need to try and stay out of its way.
Give me a flight plan. Moving as orders.
We're lucky to have have commander for U-boat fighting for us. Stormtrooper squad ready.
I don't know if sending the stormtroopers after it would be a good idea, but I know that the Wotan would be a good counter to heavy armor. Wotan is here. So we're gonna send the Wotan over there.
Stormtroopers ready. Let's get going.
Always vigilant.
The pillboxes can fire on their own with their cannons. And it's a fair assumption to say that the cannons are completely automated.
Fortifications, engineers ready for work. This is not becoming conduct.
Significant enemy forces.
Fortification ready.
That's not a significant enemy force.
Bunker here.
The enemy is targeting our fortifications.
Nice try. The reason I have the engineers near the pillboxes is to repair them just about the minute that the pillbox is taking actual damage.
The Kaiser's finest.
Because I can't run the risk of
Taking a protected
losing a
market
pillbox on this big bridge that can otherwise keep an enemy mech off. The Wotan kind of sucks at area denial, but it does really well against like that big ass tank mech that they have.
Building upgrade complete.
Need armor?
I'm going to upgrade my other workshop because doing so will make my production capabilities better. My cat is yelling at me. This iron mine is closest to their base, and I'm not willing to fuck with their base just yet. I don't entirely know. Oh, that was the... Yeah, somebody was talking. Who knows? Okay.
always ready. It will be an honor.
Building upgrade complete. We have new options from the
Okay. Right, there's the Wotan
He is ready for taking
target.
inside.
I'm going to have these engineers take cover. And set up their bug out route. Because I'd really rather not lose them. But you can see the Wotan is dealing a pretty hefty amount of damage against the Goulet Garad.
We can't fix anything. Form up. Workshop here.
Best thing I can do is build another Wotan. Yep, he's down.
We are ready to
But that's fine, because he protected the engineers from taking any actual damage.
move into a covered
I'm going to have them retreat some, because there's no way they're going to take down that Garad by themselves. And make up another Wotan.
Workshop here. Orders. Need armor?
Okay.
Backing at full capacity.
I can't actually salvage that wreck, if I have the gall enough to go do it.
It's too trivial.
You can salvage just about any wrecked,
Respect their courage, choosing to fight us.
just about any wrecked mech can be salvaged, as long as you're willing to do it. I think this guy's gonna try and ford the river rather than cross my fortifications, which is polite because I'd rather not have to rebuild them. They're kind of costly.
Always vigilant.
There's only one way to ford the river over here, and it's this bridge.
Building upgrade complete.
What does the Empire require?
We are here to serve. The Kaiser's finest.
Okay, so now I've reclaimed a part of what I spent getting that mech.
I'm ready to defend the Empire. Route confirmed.
I want to build another pair of Wotan.
Battlemech on orders.
But I don't have the resources to build two of them, so I'll only build one right now.
Engineers ready for work.
I do want to take that iron mine from them, though. And you'll see, of course, the Wotan is walking through the building, which ruins it for cover purposes.
I'm ready to defend the Empire.
Oh, another Wotan.
Ready to decimate. Coordinates received. I'm ready to defend the Empire. Route confirmed.
We are here to serve.
Not gonna lie, I expected more fierce resistance.
Standing by for orders.
I think they're back repairing their garage.
One enemy, right there.
Nope, they didn't. They didn't repair it at all, and it's about to die.
We will engage.
So I don't think. Yeah, my engineers aren't gonna do a whole lot of damage to it themselves.
The Kaiser's finest.
Yep.
Standing by for orders. Let's
Okay.
gather those
Now that I've neutralized this oil pump, we'll salvage this thing and repair this Wotan.
Airlift standing by. Stabilizing lift.
We'll have the airlift come back here and pick up a medical squad,
Supplying medics. Deploying.
deploy my reserve,
We are always ready.
have them come fix my Wotan.
Standing by for orders. The team ready to get our hands dirty.
We can patch up wounds. Orders.
Say the word, Hurricane.
See us ready.
I'm ready to defend the quiet.
Reserve forces have arrived.
Okay, my reserves have arrived, which means Brunhilde is going to roll up into their base.
I am moving out.
Okay, I'm just going to have this guy retreat, because there is no way he's going to stick around long enough to get healed. Okay. Shoot at that workshop.
We are here to serve.
Ready to fly. Moving as ordered.
Standing by for orders.
I want these guys to get up here and take that pump.
Flinger here. Airlift standing by.
We have arrived at
Okay, take down that flamethrower mech. It doesn't deal a lot of damage against the Wotan, but it does deal a lot of damage over time, and I don't want it to stick around long enough to get too good, ruining me. And of course they've got another Goulet Garrod out. That's fine. I'll just make a pair of Kaisers.
Acquiring Kaiser enemy.
The Kaiser's finest. We are here to serve.
I'm gonna have those engineers retreat though, because at least until,
Armored unit.
yeah, there goes my Wotan. I'll have the airlift back out then. But these guys, I want them to rock up. Okay. We'll make another pair of Wotans here shortly.
We are always ready.
Multiple enemies identified.
Yep. They're closing in on the iron mine, which is meh. So Wotan.
Workshop here.
Kaisers are among the stronger mechs that Saxony can create.
Lost control of an iron mine.
That's fine. I'm not worried about keeping all of the mines. I'm worried about keeping the mines out of their hands by contesting the ever-loving shit out of them.
Standing by for orders. Moving to a command. We are always ready.
Give me a flight plan. Ready to fly. Contacting repairs.
Enemies identified.
Stabilizing limit. Ready to field test. Setting target. What is it? Hang on. Give me a flight plan. Targeting better than you.
We are here to serve. It will be an honor.
I can fix it.
So the Brunhilde, as long as it's standing still, it heals itself
Multiple enemies identified.
passively. Which is really fucking funny.
The enemy is targeting our
Because it means that for the most part... Hmm.
Perimeter station ready.
We're ready. Here we go. Stormtroopers ready. Manning the bunker. We'll hold them from in here.
Bunker here. The different always vigilant.
Awaiting orders.
Perimeter station ready.
No more hiding. For the Kaiser. Manning the bunker.
The enemy is targeting our fortifications.
I'm aware.
The Kaiser's finest.
Hi, Sushi.
We have secured this level of
Okay. I have a cat. Alright. I want to push up and into their base.
Building upgrade complete. The enemy is targeting our fortifications.
engineers ready for work. We have their attention.
Always vigilant.
Enemy has been dispatched.
Okay.
Enemies identified.
I do want to make a new Wotan.
Fix anything.
At least another one. I'm going to make two, though.
Go ahead.
I do want to get right up in their fucking base, though.
Airlift standing by. Moving as ordered. Ready to field test. 100 tons of iron on the way.
Whoa! Ooh.
Clear here. Let's get them.
Get their ass. Ooh, they made one of their scythe mechs. So this is one of the Rust-Viet mechs. It's really good against armor, but kind of sucks for everything else. And it is completely incapable of shooting at anything in the air. And the problem I'm having now is they're reinforcing their shit the minute it takes too much damage. I'm gonna have this guy entrench though. Because doing that means that it will have a bonus to how much damage it can deal.
Ready to field. I can handle
Enemies ready for face works.
Okay. I am going to have all of the mechs shoot at that barracks because I don't want them making any more units out of it. And then I'm going to take out their headquarters. And I don't think they have any troops anywhere else on the map. So this might be a win for me.
Need armor? We can do something like on orders.
Okay. There we go. All enemy forces have been destroyed. There you have it. I wanted to play that one for a bit here, so I figured I might as well open the stream with it. Alrighty. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. In that case, I think I'm gonna get this going, or the automation going towards more autonomous crafting. Well, that's a dead away. Let's take a look at what they've got, because I am vaguely interested in what this. What did it say it was? Exotic goods trader. They'll buy my insect jelly. That's not bad. Got some goats though. I'll buy their goats because I kind of want to start using animals, and goats make for half decent pack animals. Oh, no they don't. Well, in that case... Actually, let's keep these goats as farm animals in that case. Aside from that, I guess I could buy gold from them, but I don't need to. That charged rocket launcher... That charged rocket launcher ain't bad, but it ain't great either. I don't really want to put out any anti-grain shells, because anti-grain shells kill off plants in the area. And that's kind of not what I'm about. I will, however, buy their ironwood, because that's a bitch to grow. And I'll buy this muscle stimulator. Hi, Sushi. And yeah, at that, I'll buy their stuff. Tell my guys to haul that in. Now, what I'm thinking is I'm going to dig out probably over here to make a pasture-ish area that the goats can live in. So we will start with gutting out that wall, making a tunnel about that long. Alright, let's see. This is a 25 long tunnel. If I did 20 by 25, that wouldn't be too bad. Let's do that. And then we'll do a steel fence gate, a plain leather animal flap, and then an actual door, to make sure that the room, if there is any opening in this room, I don't want the cold air leaking into the rest of the base. And then we'll just have to put in a steel pen marker in here. We'll mine that out. Build in some steel wall to fill it in. So there is some open roof here. Ignore the roof. Ugh, Jesus. They're never going to stop with this, by the way. Because their AI is going stupid. They're having difficulties trying to mine out this big-ass room underground. I should probably check where I'd need to place columns in this room to make it safe. So probably one there, one there. And that's just to make sure that the roof doesn't collapse in on us. Well, that droid died, which means I need to make a new droid 1. I will, however, run power conduit through this room. Okay, so Cooper, Happy, and Eck all have their own rooms. This one is going to be for Ellis. Who I think has been sleeping in the... Yeah, he's been sleeping in here. As has the Plux AI. Okay. This is actually going to make the animatree less effective, but I don't use it anyway, so I'm not worried. What I do want is to put down straw matting in this room, but of course that can wait. First things first, I need to smooth out the walls so that I can actually place and build on them. Okay. I'd put in like steel tile, but steel tile in this room is going to be a bad idea. The goats would just get it dirty again. There's not much sense. Now what I do need to do is make sure that there are some tileable planter boxes in here. Especially along the walls, where I can put down some wall lights, or wall sunlights, to plant crops on. Okay. All of these are going to be in charge of growing hay, because hay grass is what I want to make the floor out of in this room, and hay grass is good for the animals. Next up is going to be, I need at least a heater in here to regulate some temperatures. Okay. Next up, I need to build roof over every bit of this room. Okay. Machine Droid 14 has been constructed. Who are you? You're Droid 1. I'm missing 11. You will become Droid number 11. Okay. These two heaters are going to try and keep the room at 70. They may or may not be successful. I'm not particularly worried about whether or not they're successful. Goats don't care to a certain degree. Let's see. Their minimum comfortable is -4, but I need it to be warm enough the hay grass can grow. Which needs up... It needs at least freezing in here. So, you know, heating the room. Oh, I didn't put any cables through there. Well, let's run cable under the wall here. I don't actually want them to grow potatoes. I want them to grow hay grass in all of this. Because hay grass is what I want to feed the goats. Okay. At least one of the Bryce droids is starving. He wants me to provide 40 soldiers to take out 4 guys. I think that's a bit extreme. Of course, I've got 15 of each kind of droid, so I'd only have to send actually like 10 colonists, but that'd still be all of my normal androids, Hyper, Ek, Happy, Cooper, and Ellis. That would leave just the Plux AI to handle all of the base, and I don't trust that the Plux AI can do all of it by itself. shit. And we have an infestation. Okay. With that, we've officially handled that infestation. Some remarkably peaceable bugs. Of course, we're going to be cleaning that up for fucking hours, but whatever. Alright, Ellis is of a different ideology than we are. Well, come on in, Ellis. We'll all take a break from working for a minute so that I can have Alice get converted. Man, that sucked. I think that's just because of his expectations being so high of it. Ellis does need to attack basically on sight. Anything that's going to hurt him. He's apparently got high blood pressure. I am going to make them a couple of beds. Okay, so we do have coverage just about everywhere for the plants. Okay. Okay. That will eventually get completely matted with hay, but for now, not particularly worried about it. I could put a drone cultivator in there, in here or in this with the grow beds, but I don't think I want to. Cooper apparently wants to change the way she looks. And a bunch of my combat droids are idling and wandering. There must not be any hauling for them to do if they're idling like that. In which case it means that the combat droids, in all their glory, can actually report for hibernation.